So with Diana being on the current banner, I wanted to talk about Diana's shield and utility versus Layla's shield and utility, because in Layla we trust. Now, they do have different kits. They both are cryo and they both produce a shield. How they produce a shield and how long that shield lasts is different. Diana's shield is dependent on how many of her ice bottle thingies, ice paws, actually I think they are, hit an enemy, up to 5. The more that they hit, the longer the shield lasts, up to roughly 10 seconds. We're going to say 10 seconds just for easy math. I actually think it's 9 seconds exactly. Up to 9 seconds. Now the cooldown of this is, I believe, like 15 seconds. So that's, a little less than half of the time you just don't have a shield. And it doesn't apply any cryo after that. Now the shield does scale with Diana's HP, just like Layla. But where the shield is different with Layla, yes, it's still a cryo shield, but Layla's shield, whenever you cast it, the cooldown is the same as the duration, meaning that there is no downtime. So you can permanently have Layla's shield up if you time your rotation correctly. Also, in Layla's shield, she creates these little ice stars, and these cryo stars will shoot out, once there's 4 of them, and deal cryo damage to the enemy. You can increase the rate at which these stars are produced, meaning that you can do more cryo application, as well as trigger an artifact set. That makes Layla phenomenal as a cryo shielder and cryo applicator. Now, whenever it comes to their bursts, they are both going to do cryo application, and they both last the same amount of time. However, Layla's with enough ER, you can just have it permanently up again, and it has a much larger range than Diona's. But Diona's does heal your on-field character. So you have 2 cryo shielders that both have different utilities in their kit. In my opinion, Layla is going to apply more cryo and have the stronger shield, but Diona is, while still having a shield, going to heal your on-field character, so she might partner better into somebody like Farina. Now, something else with their bursts is that you can see that if we use them at the same time, Diona's has a much smaller AoE, whereas Layla's has a much larger AoE. They both last the same amount of time, but Layla's doesn't have the healing. You get more range, no healing. Diona, smaller range, but you also get healing. But you do have to stand inside of it to receive the healing. So I would say that is kind of a downside, unless you're using someone like Ayaka that really needs to be closer in. Now, something else is that you're going to build them a little bit differently, right? In this video, my Layla does have 44,000 HP, so she is going to have a much stronger shield than the Diona that has like 26,000 HP. But that's because their builds are different. Layla has a full 4-piece tenacity set because Layla's skill can trigger the 4-piece tenacity, whereas Diona's cannot. And we do have an HP sword on Layla. And while there's only 2 HP swords in the game, I believe there's even less HP bows in the game. And there's only one that's not a 5-star, I think, and I think it's the recurve bow. But Diana is running the artifact set Noblesse because we're going to be using her burst kind of in conjunction with somebody like Farina to heal and give fanfare stacks, but then we also want to use that utility to activate the Noblesse artifact set. So if you're using like a freeze team, like a perma-freeze team, then Diona on Noblesse can be very good. For Diona though, we do need to have energy recharge investment in her. So we are running Favonius on her, which is going to be a really good weapon for her if you're going to be using her for more than just like a shield bot, where we want to stack as much HP as possible. So which one is better? Well, I'm going to say it's going to really depend on the team and what utility you need this character to fill. Do you want the stronger shield and the more cryo application? Well, then Layla is going to be better. Do you need somebody that's going to give you a shield, give you a little bit of cryo application, but be able to heal you with their burst? Well, then Diona might be better. So I don't think that there is a clear answer as to which one is better. I think it's going to be greatly dependent on the team and the utility role that you need them to fill. But with all that being said, my name is In Layla We Trust, so that's my answer. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Kuki has green hair. I have purplish blue hair. It might have faded to blue now. And I will see you in the next one.